Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary. 'Cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Aha! I threw you for a loop. Hello, Cubby.
Oh, I was just looking for the crafting credits.
Oh, I'm in the wrong.
Wait. I know how to fix that.
Okay.
Well, I was going to do this.
Whoa, Mab went away, and now I'm here.
I
Where's
was
the
re-
person?
I was really. Yeah, I'll just do it. Oh no, Mab, you've turned into Shoshi.
If only it was the other way around.
Oh man, I was just thinking, what a way to go, man. I would be loving that.
Oh, to be a Mab.
But I think we have to say it at the same time.
Oh yeah.
I wish. Wait,
I would.
wish
Could
I
you
was
should
you
be me
and
for a
you
day?
were-
Whoa!
I need to stick something in my nose.
I need to eat little tiny cheeses.
How do you know me so well, Mab?
Every now and then in my memories, this picture of you from when we were on the road, you're sitting there holding this little piece of cheese and you're like,
No. Was that the road trip where we kept running into things that were very large? And
yes,
you took pictures of me and they're like, she's shrinking. What's happening?
got
Like
a
there was a
picture of
giant-
Yoshi in front of a giant ice cream cone, and we're holding
giant
like
chair. Yeah. So I ran off. Did the opening credits happen?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I ran away to go find my headphones so that I can use my craft cam. And then I was like, wait, what? No opening credits? I thought I had 90 more seconds.
Well, Mab tried to prank me brilliantly. And I had the perfect counter, which was I was just going to acknowledge it happened and then immediately play the crafting credits. But I didn't count on the fact that I am very bad at finding the clip I want to play immediately.
Oh, I'm so bad at that too.
But
that's why we're administrators.
Yeah, on the bright side, I did eventually find the crafting credits. And honestly, as soon as I did, I played them.
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Shoshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Shoshi.
And Mab.
Mab.
So that would actually bring us up to present.
And we're back.
All right. Presents?
No, just the contemporary moment to ourselves.
The not later, but the now.
Oh, I can't see. This is going to be interesting. I don't like not being an administrator.
I know, it's maddening.
Because I can't see what the crafting cam looks like on this screen. Oh, there we go. All right, that's a little better. Ha! Okay, so those aren't my feet are not in these shoes, but the way they're positioned.
Your legs are so long!
It looks like I've got my feet are the wrong way around and just really long. Doink. There we go. Perfect. All right. I have a slightly different setup that I'm working on for the crafting cam. So I do have an idea for crafting. So, because it's, 4th of July tomorrow.
Ooh. So explosives?
I wish. I did when I was a child. I got a chemistry set, and they had stuff in there to make sparklers, but it was hard to do any activity that my other siblings wouldn't immediately like destroy or bust in or like want to be a part of. And I was like, I just want to do chemistry by myself. So I was like, I know, I'll hide in my closet. It's not a good idea to make sparklers in your closet.
No. No.
Nuclear chemistry is frowned upon in any closet.
Yeah.
Unless it's a hooded, vented closet.
Yeah, that is not a well-ventilated area. That's usually the recommendation.
Yeah. Didn't set the house on fire, but I did melt the carpet a little bit. And then I like couldn't tell I couldn't tell anyone. I would get in big trouble. So I just put a pile of dirty clothes over it and then just made sure that there was a pile of dirty clothes over that spot probably for the next like 7 years. And nobody found out about it until we sold the house and moved. My mom was like, oh, I wonder when this happened. And I was like, well, I don't know. Who knows? I've been there as long as I can
Must
remember.
have reacted badly with my clothing.
Did you check to see who's watching today?
No.
She may have just found out. Your mom sometimes
no.
watches this show.
Oh no, that's right. Sometimes my mom watches.
Shoshi,
No.
you are 20 feet tall, right?
I'm 1911.
You can round up at that point.
But I say 20 feet on my resume. Because like if I'm wearing shoes, I'm basically 20 feet.
You can say whatever you want on your resume, really.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I once met a guy on a dating profile. His profile clearly said 20 feet tall. 19 feet 3 inches.
Oh, now that ain't
Yeah, that's
right.
compensating for something, buddy.
You know what though? Like, I've never really understood the height thing.
Well, because you are not.
Well, because I'm taller than everyone.
Yeah.
At
I
20
will
feet.
say, I don't care either, but I dated more than one individual who was not taller than me, and I'm not particularly tall, and they had the hang-ups about it. So that became my only. I never was like, oh, I need to date giants, but I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I stand a short queen or king, and I stand a tall queen or king or monarch
or jack,
non-binary monarch, royalty. Yeah, I stand a short or tall royalty.
I stand
people,
an entity with altitude or depth.
Yeah, but yeah, and I have like I've dated people taller and shorter and the same height as me. I get around, is what I'm saying.
I've only ever dated people shorter than me.
Well, you're pretty tall.
Yeah, it's rare I find anyone that is my height or higher, but I would very much love to date a woman that's taller than me.
Again, because you are not of small stature.
Yeah, that just sounds great. That just sounds having a woman that can just throw you around. Oh my!
Who doesn't want to be thrown around?
Who doesn't want to be lovingly thrown around?
Yeah. Oh yeah. In a consensual, loving.
Yeah, in a consensual and playful way.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite was, you can't wear high heels. And I'm like, bitch, I wasn't gonna. But because you say this to me as though it is a hard, fast law, now I'm thinking about it.
Right. Yeah. I won't wear heels, but I will wear gigantic platform boots.
Yeah. Honking.
What about these drywall stilts? Are these okay?
Yeah.
They're very unsexy. They're nothing like heels. Actually, I do. If I had a better sense of balance,
If I had a better sense of balance,
I would
I'd
learn
hammer
stilting.
on my piglet. And
Johnny
collect up
Electricity right there with
$7,
you.
and I buy a big prosthetic forehead and wear it on my real head.
Everybody
And
wants
those
prosthetic
prosthetic foreheads
on their
their
real.
real heads. Evelyn Evermore, I'm sorry that you got your earbuds and the first thing you heard was us awkwardly singing a They Might Be Giants song.
Ideally, I want a woman that can toss me like a Lincoln log. I mean, a caber is a lot of work. I'm one-handed.
And then stacked.
I'm just saying.
I want a woman that can juggle me with 2 other women.
I want that. I want that. Give me that.
No, watch out. You need to say literally. You really need to say literally because that kind of thing actually happens.
No, you're right. You're right. Literally.
Quite
literally.
a bit.
Yeah. Fair.
I think we've all been in that situation.
I gotta say about literally versus metaphorically. I kind of tried to do something to somebody who said something very literal that was completely not a literal. She's like, and they literally are on fire. And I was like, are you serious? We really should do something about that. I was like, made like she meant they were literally on fire. And I kept it straight for way too long. And I'm like, she's never going to pick this up. And then finally I played it off as like, oh yeah, sorry. I just thought you meant that there was an actual fire in the place because I heard fire trucks going by just then. And I was like, you meant metaphorically, right? Oh, well, no, I mean literally. And even after I was like, oh my gosh.
That's so funny. I love that you had to like keep it going way further in a direction
than was comfortable for everyone.
Bravo.
And then I was laid off 2 days later.
By that person?
No.
Oh, figuratively or literally laid off?
Literally laid off.
So it's 4th of July tomorrow. So as some of you know, 4th of July that's also the day that my dad died. So it has like a little different like feeling for me. Also, like my family was living in New Zealand at the time and like still live there. And like July 4th is like it's just a regular day.
What?
There, like, yeah.
That's
just
crazy.
A regular day. Just a regular July 4th.
What about all the fireworks though?
That's on Guy Fawkes Day.
Oh, so they call July 4th Guy Fawkes Day. And it's July 4th. It's just, I get it now. They have a different name for it, but it's totally the same.
Isn't it illegal to not celebrate the 4th of July?
It's illegal to not celebrate the 4th of July. I just heard that from a reputable source.
I think the Supreme Court just said that it's illegal not to celebrate the 4th of July. But yeah, so it's like a little bit of a sad day. But it's nice they do fireworks for my dad. So I thought maybe I would do like a 4th of July craft. And there's a heat wave gonna be coming through California next week. So I thought maybe I would make some fans, like make some little craft fans. And I've been looking up like ways to make fans. And I have all this extra paper from auditions that I've done that I haven't been cast in. And I thought, what better way to celebrate our country with with dreams that will never be fulfilled.
Ouch.
So you take your broken dreams and make them into fans.
I get it.
Ooh.
You're turning them into fans.
There's something there.
You've got
Yeah.
some fans now.
Yeah, now I have some fans.
Also, you both tried to kind of do a euphemism for what the 4th of July is, and you stumbled. So it is worth, because I don't think a lot of people have actually stopped and thought about what the significance of July 4th is. Because it's not our country's birthday party. Our country was born when the Constitution was ratified.
Ooh.
That did
correct.
not happen in 1776. That happened in the late 1780s.
83, I think.
Yeah, 83, 84, somewhere early 80s. But still, there was another country before us, the states under the Articles of Confederation. That is the first country conceived by that rebellion. So what July 4th is like your parents said, we're not going to celebrate your birthday. But every year you get to celebrate the day your mom and I had sex and conceived your stillborn older brother. This is the conception date of America's stillborn brother.
Yeah. I would maybe, or like died in early infancy.
Yeah. Oh, can we call it a SIDS baby?
Yes, it's the birthday of the America's older brother baby that died tragically.
I mean, not that tragic. Like, he was born with a lot of complications. I mean, the Articles of Confederation were born with a lot of complications it didn't need, and it was better that we went to a modifiable constitution.
Yeah.
Emphasis
I'm worried about this metaphor. This metaphor is going in a dark.
I was just gonna let it ride out, and
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by metaphor. This is literally the day of America's older SIDS brother.
So I'm gonna color. I guess I'll make some I guess I'll do like some flag stuff.
Wait, but you are also a New Zealander. So,
I am.
So what are the New Zealand flag colors?
Also red, white, and blue.
Oh, it simplifies things then.
Yeah, because we both were, British colonies. Yes.
Yeah.
So also red, white, and blue. For a little while back, they had an opportunity to change the flag, and some of those suggested designs were so good, and then they ended up going back to the original one. And I'm very sad about it because we could have had one that had a kiwi shooting lasers out of its eyes.
I'm sorry. What?
I know, and that would have been amazing. Actually, there was one with the like Maori symbolism and like a silver fern that would have been really, really cool. Maybe one day.
When the lion lies down with the lamb and the seas turn to lemonade.
Oh, sharks aren't going to like that.
Sharks love lemonade.
Oh, really?
Unless they're peppermint sharks.
I didn't know that.
Whoa, that's right. The peppermint sharks are not going to be happy. But the peppermint sharks were not doing great in salt water.
Well, I thought the peppermint sharks were down with the lemonade because
there are lemon sharks, aren't there?
Yes.
Yeah, and they don't need to swim. They're like one of those sharks that doesn't need to swim. They're those nurse sharks.
I think they're very pretty. Lemon shark, very pretty, and the lemon fin is sweet, but the meat of the poor lemon shark is impossible to eat.
Those are the lyrics.
Yeah, that's a very famous song. I have dice to show off today.
Oh yeah, let's look at some dice. But someone has to do the little thing because I can't do it.
Oh, I'll do it, which means it will happen eventually. Oh wait, I pressed the wrong thing. Oh, I found it.
Oh wait.
Okay.
I appreciate that we just don't worry about our tech being perfect. It's like it's part of the charm of the show, which I think is an important life aesthetic that like lean into your mistakes, lean into your problems, you know? Like you mess up you rip a hole in your shirt, you put those stitches out there, man.
Maybe
Happy
rip
accidents.
some more holes to make it look like it's a motif.
Right, exactly.
Happy accidents, yo.
Yeah. To make them into trees, make them into, you know, the lean into your mistakes. That's what I say.
I'm gonna lean into this mistake.
Back in college when I worked in the scene shop, like there's, especially in theater, there's a point where you just got to say good enough. Because like the audience is not going to get that close, but it's also very hard as any kind of a crafter or an artist to know when that is.
So we have
so a little expression we had was perfect is pretty, but done is beautiful.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. We have a saying which is no one's gonna see it in the dark.
That's good too.
Yeah.
We, as a professional scenic artist for many years, painting sets that toured the country, we had a couple of things. One is it ain't the fucking Mona Lisa.
Oh, that's good.
And two, it was a joke. How many scenic artists does it take to paint a drop?
Ooh, how many?
2. One to paint the drop and one to tell him when to stop.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and do this one where you like do that kind of thing.
How many stage managers does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
Oh.
1, and why do I have to do everything myself?
I like that. That's good.
Well,
How many?
You did take the job.
What?
You did take the job. There was no illusions. Stage managers do everything.
Oh yeah.
And it's largely because nobody else can do anything.
Yeah.
Do you know how many lighting designers it takes to change a light bulb?
How many?
It's called a lamp.
Ha! That's a good one. I like that one.
Oh, hard.
I don't have the right glue, so I'm using super glue, but that's fine.
Do you know how many actors it takes to change a light bulb?
I'm gonna say none.
Yeah, doesn't even matter. You ever know an actor who could find his light?
Oh.
Yes. All of us.
Yeah, all of us professionals here, we can find our light.
I'm just saying that's a joke.
Yeah. Right. All right. One of my favorites.
That's a good one.
Oh, truth.
All of us actors, we know who we are. The theater I'm working for right now, Theatricum, Botanicum, the non-union members, Oh yeah, nice. The non-union members are also crew, which is me. I'm not in equity yet. I'm in SAG, the film and TV union, but I'm not yet in the theater union.
So they make you get up early and row boats?
I mean, sometimes. But it's cool because, like, well, I like being on crew. One of my favorite jobs is lifting heavy things from one place to another.
Oh,
Right? Such a great job.
it's as a larger person, if there's a big heavy thing and the person like absolutely can't lift it and you can just lift it, that's a great feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to do that for someone.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that because as a person of lesser stature, I say to Magnus all the time, I'm like, I am in need of altitude at the moment.
All right. And but yeah, one of my favorite things is to just lift heavy things from one place to another. So it's been fun, and then I get to act as well.
It's literally all of your favorite things.
It's all of my favorite things. Oh! I have something very fun and exciting to tell everybody. Cubby, I already told you, but I wanted to tell everybody.
You can tell me.
You can tell me again. I don't remember.
Yeah, which is great because then I can tell multiple stories to you. I also have a terrible memory and I love hearing things for a second and third time. But some of you know, I think Mab, you know that I make 3 like props like this for the sketch group.
Oh my god, who made that?
That's adorable.
What? It's so good.
I know, this is my favorite one. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, how did I do that? Did I do that?
I know that feeling.
I love that bologna.
I know, I love and the little pickles.
And the little pickles.
And the milk is milk.
Oh, I get it. Like the German milk.
Yeah. Like with 2 eyes.
Put a new out on it.
I love how everything's like kind of floating, like exactly how you would see a basket of groceries painted on the wall of a grocery store.
Yes, exactly. Like, there's no way these grapes have survived the journey. They'd be totally crushed under the milk. But it works and it's fine. Little lemon. Anyway, there's the last show at Theatricum I'm not cast in. And no, it's fine. But they knew their props and set person can't be there, and they knew that I do some of that, so they asked me, and I was like, yeah, maybe, like it's a lot of work. But then I just recently found out the director, I sent them my portfolio to be like, well, here's my stuff, and the director loves my props, my 2-dimensional props, and wants me to do all the props for the show like that.
That's gonna look so amazing.
And the last show is it's an original work by like a local writer. It's so funny. And it's gonna be the premiere. So like when you do a premiere of an equity show, like all of the press, all the pictures and stuff is all gonna be like my props. And my style. I'm so excited about it. I get to make a gigantic pregnancy test.
You know what this reminds me of? When Edward Gorey did the Dracula set.
Oh.
Man, to be able to see that. Oof.
Wow.
Incredible.
But like,
yes, I'm very excited about that.
Both that like using the 2-dimensionality for effect, and also like that was a new production, and like I saw photos from that production like in theater textbooks.
Yeah, like I might get in like a theater book or whatever. Yeah, I'm so excited.
If they
I'm gonna be making a lot of those props on this show, so you're gonna be seeing the process.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm very pleased and excited. And I was like, all right, fine. I guess I'll take the job now.
And they're giving you $1 million.
Well, they're paying me a little bit. So that's good.
that makes you a professional.
Yeah. I'm a professional. All right. So I saw this YouTube tutorial and I'm going to try and do not an exact version because the exact version requires like lots of materials and lots of work and stuff like that. And that's just
forget that.
not going to happen. But I think I can figure out an approximation. And if it works, I'll make some more. I don't know if this is going to make them a functional fan though, but it'll at least look cool and pretty, I think.
That's important.
Yeah.
So the dice I have to show you probably require a little backstory in that it's about a very specific subcategory of dice that I adore. Alphabet dice.
Oh yes,
Ooh.
I have heard you speak of your love for alphabet dice more than once.
Yeah, and interestingly, there are a couple of different, I guess, sources or ideas. Like there are dice companies that have made alphabet dice or alphabet dice for educational purposes. And there are ones that have been made specifically for games. And Impact Miniatures is a dice company that recently have, in the past few years, come out with a lot of different sides of dice, including a 5 with the vowels, a 26-sided with all of the letters, and a 21-sided with all of the consonants.
Ooh.
An actual 21-sided die.
Yeah, this is actually because their whole thing is they've made all the missing sided of dice. Like, because for the longest time, of course, there were the platonic solids plus the double pyramidal decahedron.
Yep, that thing.
And then, of course, 30-sideds became a standard, and eventually 100-sideds. The 7-sided die, 3-sided dice became a thing. And they were like, all right, we're doing them all. So they have of course they have the standards, but they have I don't know if they have a 2-sided die, but they have a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 sided dice. And then they did 22, 24. Well,
they don't have a 21-sided dice?
They eventually went back and did a 21-sided dice. And when they did, because they had already done, when they did the 26-sided, they came out with an alphabet version, and then they came out with a vowel version of the 5-sided. When they did the 21, they came out with the consonants.
Oh.
21. But they are a great company for weird dice. So they've had some awesome
What's the name of the company again?
Impact.
I have heard of them, and I don't know what from maybe a convention somewhere or.
They're not a small company. They're not a huge company, but they're pretty big. They do it's Impact Miniatures. They also make a lot of their own dice. But the miniature stuff is more what they normally do.
Okay.
But they also I think the most recent weird die thing they did was a D36 that gives you 1 through 36, but it also gives you standard outcomes for 2 dice. So it also shows you the 36 outcomes possible from rolling 2 6-sided dice.
Oh, so you can use it as 2 6-sided dice.
Yes.
Nice.
Which is fascinating because it is larger than 2 6-sided dice. It is definitely a lot less convenient than just a couple of dice. But by gum, it has this functionality.
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Oh, I also have a D26 that's 3D printed.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there are a few places you can find them. I mostly like to collect, like, actual manufactured dice, but I got that years before Impact came out with their D26 alphabet dice. So for a while, it was the only way you could get a true 26-sided alphabet die. Back in
very, very simplistic in its design as well.
Oh yeah, it's not it's not like you'll find toys of that shape, but not like dice. Oh, I also have a rune alphabet die that's four-sided.
That's cool.
Steve Jackson Games recently came out with this.
Oh.
That's Josie. You know Steve?
I love Steve Jackson games. I mean, I don't know Steve Jackson personally, but their games are all pretty good.
Yeah, they're a fun company.
Yeah.
Oh, another recent, I don't think I've shown this off, but I found this weird random game that had egg-shaped dice to give you letters.
Oh, cool.
So I got them just because they are four-sided letter dice. I don't know how useful they are for anything, but well, by gum, I have them now.
Does it spell egg?
I also, of course, have like the categories,
Okay.
D20. Oh yeah. There's a 60-sided letter die.
What letters got left off twice?
That's not how they did it.
What?
The letters are reflected by their usage. So there's one Y, one K, one Z, but like maybe 5 E's.
Ooh.
So it gives you closer to a normal letter frequency as you would find in words.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a great design. I have this in every color. It comes in green and blue. I have to show you all the red because it's a very strange red. You can see how it almost has a glow to it.
Is it translucent?
Not really, but just a little bit more than you would think. And also like a black and a white. But sorry, I got sidetracked because I wanted to show you all these dice, because this is kind of, well, these are spectacular. These I got just because they were 10-sided letter dice. But what's really fun is these two red ones have all of the consonants except for one. It also has these two green ones, which are amazing because these are double consonants that you would find at the end of short words. And these are double consonants that you would find at the beginning. So you get like sh, sh, and stuff. And the only consonant that isn't represented by itself is Q. because
Oh,
it's
that
paired
makes
with
sense.
U.
Because there's always a U after Q.
Because there's always a U after Q, so it's on the starting double consonants, and it evens up the numbers. It is also, so there are, I'm sure most of you have seen like in this 6-sided dice with the vowels and Y.
Oh, yes, of course.
And I've shown before that you've got 5-sided die, which is a weird shape.
But it's also a classic. It's very important.
Yeah, it's not that old. But it's weird that that nobody has really done this, except in this set, the 2 yellow dice are vowels. So one of them is a 10-sided die.
Oh, 5 vowels
the-
times 2.
5 vowels twice.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
And then the
Elmore
other
had a really good idea of using these letter dice to come up with character names.
Well, that's the thing. These are meant for children to make short words with. You end up with very short, more of an Anglo-Saxony kind of vibe. So they're great for like orc, goblin, troll names.
Nice. Can we make a name?
What was that?
When you're done showing all the dice, let's make some names.
Yeah, well, I haven't actually gotten to the new dice yet.
Oh my God.
Amazing. I love this.
Because I wanted to make sure you all saw the 10-sided set, because those are a word building set. Because it turns out that's kind of a subtype of letter dice. I hadn't really looked into too much. And that's how I ended up finding my new dice.
Bag of dice.
Ooh.
So these are like the nicest velvet bags I've ever gotten with a dice set. Look at
it came with the dice set?
Fluff. These are the nicest velvet bags I've just ever seen. They feel so nice. So I'm gonna say the most exciting thing first, which is a 12-sided letter dice.
Wow.
I've never come across one before. This is brand new to the collection. I'm very excited. So this is obviously great, and it's single consonant, so it's probably also going to be a great done. The rest of the dice in this set, I'm going to be honest, are a little bit of a mixed bag.
A velvet bag, yeah.
It's a great velvet bag. There's another
velvet bag.
12-sided, and this all has vowel consonant doubles.
Oh.
Which I like a lot, because just looking through these, there's a lot of variety, and they're easy to throw on the end or the middle of a word or a name. So like short, punchy, great add-on will probably be a great addition to the like goblin naming set.
Yeah.
Ooh, so Evelyn Evermore might need a little bit of encouragement, or as we would say, enabling.
Yeah.
You got $20 worth of dice. That's not a lot. And think about this: $20 is not a lot of money to spend on a thing that's going to bring you a lot of joy. And
That's true.
Functionally useful because it is a letter dice, and you will be able to use it as a name generator, or you can use it for, teaching kids languages or words or things, or rolling and just hearing that click clack sound. That's all I'm going to say on
clicky clacky sound.
Well, I don't want to just needlessly enable someone. That seems
That's fair. That's fair.
Like,
You want to enable someone for a purpose.
yes.
Yeah.
So I think you should not buy those dice unless they're very cool.
Yeah. It's a good philosophy.
Oh, that's very cool. I have 2 of those because they're so cool. I needed 2 of them.
I love glow in the dark stuff.
I love glow in the dark dice, and then I got a set, and then I realized they're incredibly not practical because he's gaming in the dark. But I still love them.
No, but even just to hold them in your hands and look at them.
No.
In order for it to be so dark that you can read glow in the dark dice, you would not be able to read any character sheets. That doesn't matter. Also, they look so cool under blacklight.
They do. They do.
And you could game in blacklight.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea.
Ooh, the black light.
Net 21 Adventures should do that. One of the trips, like one of the gaming sessions should be like in black.
Let me make a note of that, y'all.
It could be like an adventure where you like step into a Wonderland kind of thingy. And so like your characters, it could start out normal, and then like when they hit the other realm, boom, you're in blacklight.
Oh yeah, when you're bored, and if there's a blackout during a storm,
or if it's just late and you want to play with some dice, but you don't want it to be very bright, then the glow in the dark feature will work nicely. Also, I do have to say they have the vowel dice, the consonant dice, and the one with all 26. So I have 2 of each in glow in the dark. And it's pretty great because that gives you 2 letters that are definitely going to be vowels, 2 letters that are definitely going to be consonants, and 2 letters that could be anything. And that's a fun set of letters to make a name with.
In the dark.
In the dark.
And then when you do the Nat 21, the literal Nat 21 After Dark, you can do like glow in the dark puppetry for little like little creatures can come up.
I do have some dice that light up when they like flash when you get a critical.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Those are fun.
I have a D20 of those. I know they make other sizes.
I finished my little craft. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
It's
Doink.
It's like a firework that doesn't hurt dogs.
Yeah. And then it's a little fan and it folds away and then it comes out again. Let's see, does it work? Yeah, it kind of works actually.
Okay. All right. Here's my proposal on that. Make the fan. Can you make the fan double wide?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like
that'll give you more of the explosion-y thing.
Yeah. Let me see if I can add some extra.
Also, some fire would make it explode.
A little small right now. Yeah, let me see if I can do that.
Like
it
flame.
Is nice though. It actually does work.
I love the little slide thing. That's very
that is.
And then
I like that
to store it away.
I like that you did the stars and then the stripes. I love that.
Yeah, that looks so good. And the swirly sky for the stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so it is like a little firework. All right, yeah. I might have to start a new one to add stuff on.
Oh no, you have to make more things.
Yeah, I might have to this is the prototype. I'll make a second one. Now that we know it works, because I saw a video and I was like, "Ooh, I want to try that." But yeah, I'll make an extra big one.
Ooh.
Oh
yeah, good idea.
Good idea. And I have more to say about my dice.
I'm listening.
Yes, I want to hear more about your dice.
Because the set also came with a vowels dice,
Ooh.
but it's got a
that's pretty.
star for the last one, which is a little like.
What
I
does
guess,
that
like,
mean?
Either re-roll or choose your own vowel.
Oh, okay, yeah. Dealer's
Wild
choice.
card.
Usually, and
Wild
it's got
card.
a pretty good like starting double consonant 6-sided, which is, you know, maybe not as awesome as the 10er, but you know, not bad.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 in this set, I kind of just feel like these are too long for
Well,
like making names and stuff like that. I feel like the only way you can just do these is just roll them to make short words. Like maybe, but it feels like, it also kind of feels like there are too many of them. And I did really laugh when I saw this one.
Unt,
Dangerous.
punt, funt, bunt.
Well,
No.
here's the thing. I immediately grabbed the single consonant die, the D12, and I was like, okay,
Run.
is there a C? And there is not.
Oh.
So clearly that
They
has been
knew.
considered.
Yeah.
Um,
That's really funny.
but the thing is, that company makes 2 different sets of dice like these. Those were the short vowel sets, and this is the long vowel set, which is ultimately, I'm pretty glad I got both, because it does have a 12-sided die again with, you know, just consonants, but oh,
Oh,
There it
look
is.
at that.
Okay. Cubby,
It's a different one. It's 2 different D12s.
Cubby, I would like you to take every letter die. You don't have to do this. This is my dream. To someday see this. Every letter die, every alphabet die, every die that has letters. Put them in a big bowl or shaker thing. Dump them down on a table. Line them up and tell me what the Welsh city name is.
ha.
I don't think I can do that, Mab, because I have far too many dice that only have vowels on them.
Oh.
If we're going for a Welsh word, we're going to have to eliminate a lot of those dedicated vowel dice.
That's fair. That's
That
fair.
is fair.
Maybe 1 or 2, but I am aware of how adverse that language is to vowels. Well, it's not. They chose different vowels.
Yeah.
C's kind of a vowel.
And W is kind of a vowel.
Yeah.
As we know, because living in the section of Pennsylvania, we have towns like Brindwar,
Ah.
which is spelled BRYDWR NDR. I don't remember.
I don't know. Or a fun thing to do is if you see Ballakinwood on a sign.
Oh yeah, Ballakinwood. That's another one.
You ask someone if they can figure out how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
How's it spelled?
BALA.
And
Yeah.
Kinwood.
CYNN.
WD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some like that. There's a very touching scene in Tu Wong Fu specifically about the name of that town, though.
Really? I haven't seen that movie yet. I should see it.
What?
I know.
That was like a year or 2 ago. I was like, I've never actually watched Tu Wong Fu. I should give that a try.
Oh my goodness. It's actually a really good movie. I loved it.
Yeah, I hear like I should watch it. I hear it's great.
But I'm very curious about what people who haven't seen it back in the day would perceive it now because things are totally different, but a lot of the same right now. But
Yeah, how do you think it held up, Cubby?
Oh, it held up. It held up well.
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah.
That's always nice.
I mean, there's been a bunch of memes circulating about it too.
Yeah.
And they highlight what they get right.
Yep.
Very, very well.
Yep.
But Patrick Swayze also gives a great performance.
Stunning, stellar performance.
Yeah. But and really as a character, a fully realized transgender woman.
I just recently saw Roadhouse for the first time.
Oh, that movie's awesome.
It's so awesome. I didn't realize how ridiculous it was.
It hits you like a roundhouse to the face and then rips your throat out.
Yeah, I was not expecting to like it as much as I did, and I was like, oh, it's just ridiculous. Oh, great. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, freaking Sam Shepard's in it.
Yeah.
As the greatest rock star of all bouncers.
Yeah. Like, I love a world where people are like, just bouncers are famous and everyone knows who they are. I love a premise like that.
All right, maybe I'll see Roadhouse.
It's really ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it is.
Not just ridiculous, it's redonkulous.
It is redonkulous. All right, so how do I make?
It's like
Can you tape two fans together?
Yeah, and then make the full circle.
Yeah.
Oh,
like where you've got the fold there, you just make another same thing and then tape the edges to edges.
Okay, but it still has to be able to fold like this.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that should work. I just won't tape the bottom part.
Yeah.
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 I tried making the stripes go the other way, and I don't like it as much.
I don't know. I kind of do.
Do? Okay. All right.
I get it does kind of like go into the pleat a little.
Yeah, but I think it's all right.
Oh,
It's all
yeah, it's
fanned
fun.
out. Yeah.
For an undoubtedly mostly straight man, Patrick Swayze understood camp, I think. Because like he has to know what he's doing. He's too he's just too perfect. He's so perfectly over the top. Without a wink, which is honestly, like, it makes you realize that when the performer gives you a wink, that is insecurity.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
A winking performance is them like, oh, you're not going to get the joke.
Oh, yeah, like that kind of winking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, no, this is you're either going to like this movie because it's got great action, or you're going to like this movie because it is Strom and Drang.
What's that?
Oh, Strom and Drang was like a theatrical forerunner to melodrama, Storm and Drama. It was German, I think it was like the influence that ended up toward like the grander operas like Rings of the Nibelung, but it was very, very action, and the stakes are always the highest.
There is so much to be learned on this channel because you guys are wicked smart.
Our minds are file cabinets of useless information.
I swear I am. See, my secret is that I seem stupid, and then you realize I'm really smart. But here's the thing: underneath that, I am so stupid.
You're like a sandwich where the bread is the stupid and the meat inside is the smart.
I'm like a parfait with tuna fish in it.
Last night's requested cocktail was the salt water with tuna juice.
Whoa.
Because we were all merfolk.
Ooh.
That's
That
great.
would be, yeah. That's what they would drink at cat bars. None of this milk thing.
No, they would have like tuna juice with the with caviar.
With something very, very stinky. Served
Like
in an
oyster
old stew.
juice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The oysters. Apparently that's like kitty crack now.
Really?
But Evelyn has a request for you to pronounce this word. And I would like to see this. Nachuchis.
Nachitoches. I mean, because it looks kind of Spanish, which would make it easy because there's no variance in vowels. There are like no irregular vowels almost ever.
Same with Italian.
Nachitoches. Nachitoches.
Nachos. Nacho choches.
Nachitoches.
This is my favorite one.
Nachitoches.
Ooh.
Oh, well, that's a freaking.
That's easy if you know.
Wait,
It's a suburb of Philadelphia, Conshohocken.
yeah, it's pronounced Conchi.
Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. That's the correct pronunciation. No, that's a street in New Orleans, right?
Conshohocken?
No, not choches.
Nachitoches.
Not choches. Not notches. No.
Nachos, nachetos. I'm gonna roll these 10-sideds and give you an example name what I'm talking about.
That's a good one.
I've been waiting for this.
Okay. I think I had an idea. This may take a while.
Very well. All right, I'm going to show you a thing
Oh, perfect.
while you're doing that. Okay. So we'll do this.
Yes, please do, Evelyn Evermore. I love that idea.
So how it started.
Started.
Stars. How it's
Are
going.
those 3D printed?
No, I'm folding them.
You folded those?
Oh,
That's so many already.
yeah. Problem. I think I showed you how maybe it was last week or the week before. Not too long ago. We're ready, Cubby. Ready to wow us?
Well, stay ready because I work slow. But I'm almost. Why would I want that one? All right. Well. All right.
This is some good crafting going on here, everybody. Whoa, you have a cubby, you have a crafting kit?
Kind of. Is there any way
Dang!
to get it to.
This is like an amazing.
Nope.
An amazing
All right.
development.
Well, I clearly need a craft can stand next, but we've got a TH, a W, an OA, an ST, a K, and an A. I mean, so obviously, like right off the bat, we've got Thwack.
Thwack. That is a great goblin name.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a really good goblin name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you can also like change that around to like Quoth or Koth, Thok. Any of those are great. Actually, you could also just throw that OA in there, and you've got Thwack.
Thwack. Thwack is a
Walk. You
good
can add
goblin
that
name.
extra A in there and make it
Yes.
Thwack.
Walk.
And that ST is great too, because Thwast.
Walks. Walks.
Or staff.
Staff? Staff?
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. So you can see honestly for like goblin names, I want to see Mab.
Walk. Oh,
Thwack.
I was gonna have my
Yay,
head
it's Mab.
surgically replaced with a D20. So yeah, now that you removed it, I'll reconsider.
Wast.
Wast.
The
Wast.
Wast.
Coast.
Walk.
Cast.
What about A-O-A?
Fast.
Oh, yeah.
Walk.
Whack.
What?
Walk.
Whack.
A-O-A.
Yeah, A-O-A.
W-K. A walk.
Or O-A-A. Or whack.
Or S-T-O-A. Stoth.
Stoth?
Stoth. We lost
Stoth
the
is a
Sorry,
good.
my hand was getting tired.
Understood. But appreciated.
Yeah, I'm so impressed that you have a crafting cam. That's a good. I like this goblin name generator. It's good.
Actually, yeah.
Well,
The
Can you
whack,
type
I
the
think, is the
name?
best one.
Can you type the letters into the chat?
No, not anymore.
Very well.
But maybe next time we can do another one.
I mean, oh yeah, I could do like another roll and type the letters. For these are very good for orc names in particular, I think. They've got an Anglo-Saxon. I realized that for goblins, I'm actually perfectly set up with these new dice because goblins would roll with as many different shaped letter dice as possible.
Very true. Very true.
So
That is
obviously
true.
I would just have like a small bowl with a great variety. Obviously all of these, because these are all great for it. But
As part of the
peppering,
goblin naming ceremony, they just stick their hand in the bowl and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, your name is.
like honestly, it seems like a fun potential activity to have kids earn points in some way, and the more points you have, the more dice you can roll to choose your name from.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So if there were, the tough part is what would make it would necessitate having to be part of a thing where the kids are learning how to be goblins.
This is a really nice segue because this last weekend was the New York Fairy Festival, Shoshi?
Oh, it was?
Yes. And
one of my favorite festivals.
was a great festival, still is. I ran the Goblin Embassy there.
Ooh.
And when I set up a little photo booth, it was the Goblin Passport Office.
Nice.
And Robert Turk, who is going to be running a game on our channel shortly, that you're involved with, Cubby and Shoshi, if you would like to, but I know Tuesday nights are not good for you.
No, they're not. As much as I would love to.
He had a Goblin Tea Party in which people became Gits, goblins in training, and they would pick their little goblin name. I don't remember what he did for them to pick a goblin name, but it was part of the Tea Party adventure. It was nice. That is all. That is where my story ends.
It's a good story.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, like, in conjunction with something else, I feel like my ogre character has potential for things like that.
Yeah,
I need to put hair on it. It doesn't feel finished yet because of that.
I do love the earn points, more dice.
Yeah, that's fun.
More letters in your name. That's a really great thing. And things that they can do to earn points are bring me a bag of Kettlegorn or funnel cake or knock down 3 goblins in a goblin knockdown.
Oh yeah, or like Cubby, if you do it with the ogre, they can like if they do improv with you or if they give you compliments. I don't know, what does your ogre want?
Oh yeah, my ogre would want people to do improv with him. I forgot about that.
Interpretive dances.
He was
insult a troll.
When he was first conceived, his area was an improv meeting he was holding that nobody showed up for. So every time people in the virtual space got near to me, I'd be like, "Oh, great! You're finally here for the improv club! Oh boy, it's not just me."
And an ogre running like a bad like short form improv class is to me like the funniest concept.
Not even a class, it's a club. Okay.
You're right, it's a club. It's a club. Sorry.
Guess what my shirt said?
What did your shirt say?
Laugh guard.
Laugh guard
is a red shirt with a white cross and big white lettering. Laugh guard.
Like lifeguard. I get it. That's very
clever.
Clever.
But for laughter.
But for laughter.
Oh yeah, no, I'm seeing the connection now. Look at that fan.
I love that shirt.
Yeah, where did you get that shirt?
So like there's this guy that sometimes hires people randomly over the phone to do like improvised murder mystery things. Like he runs.
I like you specified over the phone.
Yeah, and randomly, like opens the phone book, goes, okay.
I don't know how he heard about me. I think my friend Rick recommended me. But like he doesn't start with that. He's not like, "Oh, just so you know, so and so recommended you to me as a good hire, a good potential hire, funny person." They're just like, "Hey, do you want to do this gig?" And it's like, it's basically he'll do a party. You want a game at a party? You want Family Feud? You want a murder mystery? You want it. He will do it no matter where. And like, if he can't find somebody more closer to where the gig is, he has to fly all over the country. So like, he clearly is doing things right, but also it feels so sketchy on every level. It's so great. I love it. And I've got to work with him direct. I did like 3 gigs for him randomly. Maybe more, maybe like 5 before I actually met him. He was like, "I'm doing a gig."
You never know for sure if you're going to get paid first.
Oh, I'd gotten paid. Like he was always really good about it. And like, it's just like you look at what you've been hired to do and you're like, I feel like this isn't how this should work.
Yeah, but
This
somehow
doesn't feel right. But I'm really glad I'm doing. Plus, he has a completely improvised murder mystery format that he does.
Completely improvised.
That is impressive.
Just right off the cuff. It's mostly interrogation based, which makes sense. So you're always taking people up, interrogating me. I got paid money to do that. I got paid money to not have to improvise a murder mystery. I'm like, this is ascendant level sketchy theater. This is all of the sketchy theaters at once.
Yeah.
This is the most illegitimate of all theaters.
You are so talented that you're perfect for this kind of thing because it definitely keeps you on your toes. And I have no doubts that it was entertaining AF for all the people that were there. Just to have I would like to pay you to show up at my house and be entertaining. And you can make it whatever you want. Just be you and entertaining. You want to be a star, don't you?
I want to be a star. I want it bad.
Hire a cubby.
So Victoria London Fogg is saying that's her other job.
Oh, I thought it was getting hired just to show up places. I'm glad you chimed in like a minute earlier than you did then. I try and take my clothes off for work? No, that's... Yeah, I gotta find another company. I've been What?
You know Booby's Brewery?
No.
In York? So
New York City, where they make salsa?
New York City?
Last night it was called Moo York City. But it's in, I want to say York, Pennsylvania, so it's not far in the great scheme of things. But Booby's is a brewery. It's like one of the oldest continually running breweries in the nation. And they have these theme Bubes, Boobies. Yeah, so Google that. You can do it with Safe Search Shop. I think it'll be fine.
Oh, there's plenty of boobies in my Google search history.
Here's a little pro tip for you. If you put boobies in your search, you get better results. Like, what are you looking for? You're looking for
Clucking Awesome's here. New York City. Clucking
New
Awesome.
York City.
So kind of a non sequitur. But last night, we had a brand new to Nat 21 Adventures DM, and it was awesome. Clucking Awesome ran the very first of a 3-part show that was centered around merfolk, and it was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about that. That's very exciting. That's a really fun cast, too.
And it was a great cast, yeah. And it was kind of off the hook, and that's when we had the
off the hook.
Yep, exactly. There were so many fish puns, and no regrets. And it was all merfolk, and then it's an underground adventure.
Not underwater?
I said what I said.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
But no regrets.
Under there?
Underwater. Oh, under earth. Underground. Under where?
Yeah! You eventually blundered into my brilliantly laid trap.
Oh my God, I'm such a sucker. So, yes, check it out. I will make it available for people to catch up. because part 2 is next week. Part 3, maybe, if we survive and don't all like die from the massive amounts of undead that just erupted from the underground. I would like to burn them all. I did bring my Mid-Atlantic mermaid from the Pie Adventure. So she's a flippery gibbet. If you've ever seen Joe versus the volcano, she's based on one of
Oh my
those
God.
characters.
I have nothing to say to that remark.
I have no response to that.
Thank you.
She likes to write poetry. She likes to write poetry and is constantly reciting. And she's also a pyromaniac.
It's the first of the Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan rom-coms and the greatest. And Meg Ryan plays 3 roles in it.
Yes. Incredible.
It was so good. No characters were injured yet. Oh, that's true. Nobody got any, not for lack of trying. So the character Mermab Fishlips is a pyromaniac and just wants to set things on fire. Like, oh, it's dark. Let me just shoot off a couple fire bolts down the pathway and see.
Oh my God. Wait, you're a mer person who wants to set the ocean on fire?
Not the ocean, just everything. Anything that'll burn.
That's so tragic. Nothing burns down there.
Yeah.
You never know. If you get enough magnesium. A lot of lumber was injured. Yeah. And then as we're leaving, running away for our lives, I'm like, oh, we probably shouldn't have burned all those spikes. Because that's
you should meet our friend the Pyropus.
I love a Pyropus. Is that like a pyromaniac octopus?
Yes. Yeah, he just wants to set the ocean on fire.
I just want to set the ocean on fire.
Fire, 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 I'm a Pyropus.
Fire, 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 I'm a Pyropus.
Fire,
fire, fire, I'm a
Pyropus. And I'll set
the ocean on fire.
Now listen up, children. Here's a tip to catch.
Search through your cupboard till you find a match.
Light your house on fire and then you'll be free. You'll be a Pyropus, just like me. 2, 3, 4, fire,
fire, fire, fire, I'm a Pyropus. Fire, 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 I'm a Pyropus.
Fire, 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 you're a Pyropus. We're all Pyropie.
Now wait a minute, Volpe.
What is it, Puggle?
Well, you just said pyropie.
I sure did.
Well, that's using Latinate pluralization on a clearly word derived from Greek roots.
Oh my goodness, you're right. What do we do?
Well, we could use a Greek-derived pluralization.
That would make it
Pyropos.
Fire, fire,
fire, fire, fire, I'm a Pyropus. Fire, 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 you're a Pyropus.
Fire,
fire, fire, fire, we're all Pyropus.
Oh my gosh.
And we'll set the ocean on
fire!
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mab, do you know about me and Cubby's band, the Pyropodes? Now
I
you
do,
do.
actually.
Now you
I do, and now I really do. And do you have any recordings of that song that I can upload to the channel and then play periodically while I'm being a pyromaniac mermaid?
Actually, we do, because when Cubby came out to visit me, we did a show, and we have a pretty good recording of that song. So I will clip that out for you.
Yeah.
I also think I have an MP3 recording, which is a little tinny, but won't have like applause sounds in it. So I'll send
I
you
think
both.
we need it clean without the applause sounds, but yeah.
Yeah, whichever works better.
That is awesome. Which I gotta say, the other side to the pyromaniac is we have a nihilist merfolk, Z's character, Salibi. She specializes in cold and dark, so she's like super goth. And, one of the NPCs that was helping us out, she decided that she's already plotting all the different ways that she's going to drown him. So she's being very protective because she's laid claim to this prey. It's really beautiful.
That's lovely. And historically accurate.
I'm loving this. Ooh. All right. All right. Looks like you rolled some dice again there, Cubbers.
I did. I rolled the dice, and I ended up with an L, a double F, an N, a CR, and for vowels, we have a U and an AY.
Good roll.
That is definitely a Welsh name.
Cruff.
Cruff. I was just looking at Cruff.
Cruff
is just a good like barbarian name.
Yeah, Cruff.
Cruff.
Cruff like to fight.
How about LAYCRUFN? UFFN.
Le Cruff.
Le
Croffon.
Le Croffon.
Now it's
That's
French
good.
barbarian.
Chat, feel free to use those letters and add create names. And we'll try and pronounce them. Luff is just a pretty good.
Luff.
Luff.
I was just thinking Crun. That's maybe a little goblin-y.
I like Crun. Crun is good.
Oh, I'm Crun.
Crun.
Are you gonna finish that?
Yeah. My name's Crun, and I like to have fun.
If and you cray. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
If and you cray.
If and you cray.
If and you cray.
It's a little
that's
Irish.
Not an I. That's an L.
Oh,
well,
and you cray. That's also good.
Oh yeah, listen.
If and you cray.
Although I like close to the Lumfcray.
Oh, that's good.
Lumph is kind of fun. LUNFF.
Yeah, Lumph.
Lumph.
Lumpen cray.
That feels orky. Lumph.
Lumpen
Lumph smash.
Oh, that is a good orky name. Lumpen cray, lumpen cray, lumpen cray, lumpen cray.
No, new her.
I want to see something. So it's an AY at first because they're paired, right?
Yeah.
Luff and Cray, yeah.
Oh, that is a good duo name.
Oh, I think I did it.
Oh,
It makes
good
that
work,
sound when
Laf.
you open it up. Try it again.
Hmm?
Go- Oh, that's weird. Does it do it every time?
It does. Huh.
It's so weird.
Oh,
Yeah. I really like this little thing. It
It's
actually
really
is a
cute.
pretty good fan, too.
It looks more firecrackery now.
It does. Yeah, you were right about the extra paper, man.
Yeah.
I really like this little thing. I might make some more of them and bring them. I actually have a rehearsal on July 4th in the daytime, so I have the evening free. But maybe I'll make a few of these and give them out to people because it's gonna be hot. And then we
Nice.
can have little fans to fan ourselves.
And you can put your marketing material on them.
Right.
Wrap them in your business card. Weird.
I'm really happy with that. I'm like surprised at how good this worked, actually.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, and it's holding up well. Better than I thought it would. Like it's not falling apart.
No. It's got some beef to it. Beef.
Beef.
And then on the
That's
other
one of my
side, they can
favorite singers
read the scripts that I didn't get cast in.
who doesn't actually exist.
Beef loaf.
No beef.
And even my prototype one is pretty good.
Even though Phoenix is the only one who could sing that music, still Beef got the job.
Should we do one more name before we have to go? Oh no, we've still got time.
Yeah, we can do another. I have been thinking about fictional bands a lot lately.
Oh, we could do a band name.
No, just also like, what's everyone's favorite fictional band?
Oh, well, mine is the Pyropods, of course.
They're
We're
real
not.
band.
That's not. We're a real band.
Real band.
We are?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
like you don't have to be good to be real.
I mean, Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh my, yeah, from the movie,
From the
so
movie.
good. Thank you. It's about time. I was waiting for Shoshi to look down. That is my favorite movie in the world,
Oh.
Victoria. Also,
Maybe I'll watch it today.
between this and you also doing murder mysteries, I'm like, how do I not know you before this somehow?
Yeah. Do you really live in London?
Oh, that's why. I'm very rarely in London.
No, I think they said where they live.
Oh,
No.
that's adorable.
I love that, Elizabeth. Beef is such a good nickname for Elizabeth. I love that.
American Immersion Theater. Scott Crampton. Where is this?
Oh. Oh, in Oregon. Oh, cool. Oh, you're on my coast.
Oh.
I like Oregon. It's beautiful.
I've not been to Oregon. In fact, I've very rarely used oregano.
Like we're both just like, no. I will tell you who my favorite imaginary band is.
Oh, yeah.
We Are Lady Parts. Lady Parts.
What's that from? That sounds so familiar.
That sounds so
Came
familiar.
out. It's an all-girl Muslim punk band. And they have hit songs like Voldemort's under my hijab, and Bashir with the good beard. And it's a really, really good
with a
show.
good beard.
Yes, it's a really good show.
Oh, it's a TV show.
It's a TV show called
Oh,
We Are
have
Lady
you
Parts.
seen the show Rap Shit?
No.
Oh, it is so good. I think it's on HBO. That is a great fake band. That show's
Ooh.
incredible. I'm so sad it didn't get another season.
Ooh.
Yes.
They're so much better than Tommynosis.
But I would like to know more about Lady Parts Riot. Is that a real thing?
Oh, it's not from the show then?
I don't recollect hearing about it in the show.
Because I believe it's if it's a new joke, then it's a Pussy Riot reference.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a Pussy Riot reference, but
Yeah.
Men with Sushi is a fake band and Guitar Hero. All right. I like it. That's a good name. But I do recommend checking out We Are Lady Parts. I think it's on Peacock, which is free.
Okay. Right.
Free with commercials.
That's my favorite flavor.
Yep.
You know, I do like I've been watching some Girls Five Ever.
Oh,
yeah, I
yes.
hear that's great.
They had some good songs. I'm not
They-
gonna lie.
They do the I don't know, the plot keeps they keep throwing I'm like whatever, it's a fun sitcom about women trying to be a girl band in their 40s. You don't need to do the drama episodes where will they give up on their dream, and it's it's a silly show. Just have them. I'm not really in suspense, but the cast is delightful.
Oh, Shallow Gravy. That's a great fake band from Venture Brothers.
That's
Oh, really?
a great name.
I know, isn't it?
What
Jacket,
is in the
yellow, jacket, army, jacket, Brock's jacket.
band? That sounds awesome.
That's one of their songs. Venture Brothers is great. If you haven't watched it, it's a really. The first episode is not great, and then the first episode's fine, but then every other episode after that.
Well, it's a pilot.
Yeah, it's the pilot, and you can tell it's like a pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Venture Brothers is so good.
I love how they really lean into the Johnny Quest everything.
Yeah.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch is probably the best out of all of them.
I mean, that is a really good one. I mean, I'm a big fan. I like the Juicy Fruits. I like the Beach Bums, the Undeads, Winslow Leach at his piano, Phoenix, Dewey Cox.
I mean, Spinal Tap. Love a Spinal Tap.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Spinal Tap.
Based on Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap, I almost wonder if it counts because they have performed as Spinal Tap.
Almost a real band.
They are almost a real band, but I gotta say my preference anyway is every band in A Mighty Wind.
Ooh, good call.
I love that movie so
that movie is great.
It's so and they don't even get to it in the movie. Wait, Mab, you've seen A Mighty Wind, right?
A million years ago, and I cannot recall.
So they don't even bring it up in the movie, but they have a song. The Folksmen have a song where they combine the old stalwart of train tragedy music and mine tragedy songs into a tragedy song where a train accidentally goes down a mine. And kills all the miners in a train accident.
That's brilliant.
It's so brilliant. And it's who is that joke for?
Me, apparently.
I'm sure the 100 people whose minds would be blown by that joke had their minds blown by that joke. But all
all dozens of them. But like, I love a fake band where the music, like the songs themselves, are not funny. They're funny because they're so close to reality,
Right.
but just like one click off,
or just the context.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
good.
Which is also like on Dewey Cox.
Oh yeah.
Because
Walk
Mike
hard.
Viola.
Walk hard.
That's
Have you seen it?
yeah.
Okay, because it's also it deconstructs musician biopic movies so much that like I know film critics who've been literally consider it a changing moment in music biopics because it called out all of their tropes so bad you could not ignore them at all. But also the music is so good.
So good.
So let me ask your thoughts on crap, it's gone. No, I got it back. Okay. Death Clock.
I think I'm not that into metal, but I watched Metalocalypse for a while and I definitely dug their songs.
Their songs were really good.
Yeah, they're bangers. They would like kind of get in your it's a little insidious because like they're always playing heavy metal music in the background and like Mermaider is such a generic riff that you don't realize it's Mermaider until you've been listening to it a while, and then it gets stuck in your head because you've heard it a bunch and it's just there.
That is the secret to a lot of my songs, which I'm trying to write a new song and I'm having, I don't know, it's just not flowing like a lot of my songs do.
Oh, we got to work on, I mean, I got so busy, Matt, but I do still want to do like a stop frame animation for.
Oh, I thought about that too.
Yeah.
Making it out of paper and.
Yeah. I just got so busy with the Shakespeare.
I understand. Paying work goes a long way in this world.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Oh my God, yes, their coffee song was so epic. It was great.
Also, like, man, that show was wild because you would think you got its tone and then they did like the thing where they released music for Fish that caused worldwide drownings from people trying to get the full experience of the album. Like,
what?
Oh, it's.
I haven't seen this show.
It is a bonkers show. You would dig it. It's got like, you know that thing in an anime where like after a while. No, not at all. It's Western. But you know that thing where after a while, just the main character becomes the most important person in the entire world?
Yeah.
Like Bart. This show starts with them as being the most important band in the entire world.
Like their economy is larger than like 90% of the economies in the world.
I love a premise like that. I love that where they're just like, this is how the world works.
They can do anything they want, pretty much. Oh my gosh. I got you the most brutal birthday present ever.
You got me? That's a great joke. All right, I'm gonna have to watch it.
Well, did you ever watch Home Movies?
Yeah, Brandon Small, I want to say.
He also is behind it. So that's two amazing fictional band because they started a band once on Home Movies.
Oh.
Where they got instruments and they would just make noise on them and yell. Right. And like throughout the episode, you got to see how much damage they were doing to all of the instruments because they just didn't take care of them at all.
I like the bit on Parks and Rec. I don't
Rat
remember
Mouse?
the name of his kids
Oh, Mouse
band.
Rat.
Huh?
Mouse
Rat.
Yes, Mouse
And
Rat.
then there, when he wasn't with them, it was Rat Mouse or something
Yes.
like that.
Good fake bands.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of comedians want to be musicians. So there's like a big crossover, I think.
So, but here's my question. If they're making music,
Yeah.
and you can hear the music,
Is it a fake band?
right? Aren't they like
Yeah.
a real band?
Yeah, like what's the difference, really?
I mean, like, when we figure that out about Steely Dan, we'll
Yeah,
understand
Steely
that
Dan's
about...
Not a real band, right?
They kind of aren't.
I agree.
Yeah. They might be the
people love
greatest fake band ever then.
Yeah.
Certainly the most ambitious project.
Like, are the Monkees a real band?
Right. That was kind of where I'm going with this. It's like if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
cast
I
members,
absolutely consider the Muppets a real band.
the Monkees.
No, the Monkees.
The Monkees, sorry.
Yeah.
Electric Mayhem I also consider.
Yeah, Electric Mayhem is also a real band. Yes.
Duh.
Ha. True story.
But also like, even if you wanted to make the argument, like, they did break free of their corporate masters, and like even if you wanted to say that because they were prefabbed and they had a lot of people, a big support thing, you can't make that argument for Head or their last album or anything, because they had Mickey Dolenz just being a crazy genius.
What about the Archies? Are the Archies a real band?
No.
Okay.
Wait,
What
maybe. Oh,
Because you can hear the music in the cartoon.
well, they had a legit radio hit.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tongue. Right? Is that the Archies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the Brady's?
Oh, the Silver Platters, you mean?
Well, there's the Brady Variety Hour is closer to a real band because they weren't really being their characters
Right.
in that. Like, they were, but they weren't. I mean, that's where it gets weird. That's like, ultimately, is Spinal Tap a real band or not? Because
Right.
they
Where's
have
that line?
toured a bunch.
And have they done live shows?
Oh yeah, like a lot. Actually, they developed the Folksmen as the intro band.
No
To Spinal
way.
Tap.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's actually why they have so many Folksmen songs.
Oh my God, that's so funny. They opened for Spine. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's amazing. What a terrible opening band for Spine. What
Which
a
is
great joke.
It's so perfect for them.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's so funny.
That's funny.
Is Guar a real band?
Yes, they're a real band.
Yes, Guar is absolutely a real band.
Okay.
They don't
They're
have
a high
TV
concept
show
band.
or
Yeah.
movie.
A more insidious question is, are the Gorillas?
Ooh, good question.
I consider them real in the same way that Steely Dan is
Okay.
real.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
Why is Steely Dan not real? I don't think I understand.
Have you listened to them?
No, they don't have any musicians that play every song. In fact, no one plays on every song in an album, because the two guys who are Steely Dan, Becker and Fagan,
Steely and
are
Dan.
weirdo. No, everyone knows it was named after the Sex Machine and Naked Lunch.
Everyone knows that.
everyone knows that. It's such an obvious Burroughs reference. Like,
Right. Yeah.
really. But they're crazy
By the way, which one's
perfectionists.
Dan?
So like, they changed the band for absolutely every song.
Who wrote the songs?
Becker and Fagan.
Did they play on any of these songs?
Sometimes, but even they are not actually good enough to play for Steely Dan.
Wow.
Nobody's actually good enough to play for Steely Dan.
So it's a really high concept band.
Yeah. Like, they cycle through session musicians based on those geniuses' strengths.
Wow. How do they do live concerts then?
I don't know that they do.
They do.
Then I guess they have a touring version.
Yeah.
But they have to put together a band. It's like how does Postmodern Jukebox tour? Because they usually have a different singer on every song.
Yeah.
But they have to get I think they tour with multiple singers, but they'll change over. And
I thought it was like an ensemble group where, everybody does a little bit of everything.
yeah, but the front performers are always different.
Fascinating.
I'm just saying, like, there are quite a few bands that there are questions if they're real or not.
Yeah.
So
I guess
Victoria London Fogg's asking about Edison Lighthouse. And did they do the soundtrack to Four Rooms? I feel like is that who that is?
I mean, then you get the question, are the Residents a real band? You get into those like weird, super secretive band things.
What about the Commitments from the movie? The Commitments.
Ooh, they have
That's
a
a
Vela
fictional
in the
band.
name.
Yeah, that's a fictional band.
That's a fictional band.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking an easy one, Shoshi.
You're welcome. This might be my favorite one yet that I've made. I think this Stripe Way is the way to go.
I like it.
Yeah, and also if the Backstreet Boys are a real band, then like, of course, the Monkees are a real band.
Right.
See, it's all of these engineered boy bands. It's like Girls Five Ever, all over again.
It's all the same. Backstreet Boys, Du Jour, Beatles. Can't tell them apart.
Nope.
I'm just kidding. Du Jour really sticks out. They're just so good. Another back with it. Du Jour!
You want to come up here, little guy? You want to come sit up here with me? My cat just came into the room, but I don't know if he's going to come up so you can all see him.
Yeah, actually, and if you go into like some of the old the old girl groups, they used to just like get session musicians to play new sheet music and make up names, and if it was a hit, they would put that group together by that name.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, but those session musicians were incredible.
Yeah, but still, like, well, I know it was big with girl groups. They would get like some singers in and they would do like a bunch of songs. And then like, if one of they wouldn't even look up who sang it. They would just be like, oh, well, the Spinettes have a hit. So that's a band now.
Yeah. Spinettes. That's a good.
The Chipmunks that are girls have a hit now.
Yeah, or the Chipmunks, a real band. I mean, they had a hit.
That's true. That is technically it is a novelty song.
Right.
That is tough, but they have had a lot of releases under their own name.
Yeah.
But they clearly don't exist.
Yeah.
You will never see the Chipmunks play live.
I would consider Chipmunks fake in a way that I think Gorillaz aren't.
Ooh, okay.
I think there's something about whether you actually are trying to be a band or not. And I don't think the Chipmunks aren't trying to be a band, they're trying to be a product.
Damn. Call
Deep.
it like you see it, Cubster.
Deep.
What can I say? A system was meant to do what a system does.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Is that from Phantom of the Paradise?
No, it's a psychological concept, sociological concept.
Oh, right. I should know that. That was my major.
Yeah. But it's a great way of looking at things, which is like, oh, if you have this program that does this thing and it always does this thing, then that is what that program does, no matter what you want to say it does.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like cars are murder machines, which murder us quickly and also slowly. But that's not what we say they are.
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say, I don't want to sound too American, but there are a couple of pluses to the Moloch that is cars. Like, it's worth sacrificing a few kids, right?
Yeah, sure.
We want to drive fast.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah, well, that's number
think
one.
of how many kids die walking every day.
From cars.
Kids just die. You're not going to stop kids from dying, so why should we try to stop kids dying this way?
Yeah.
It just seems really futile. You know what happens when kids don't die? They become adults, and then those adults die.
So really,
it's just
so I should give up my car because you can't deal with death.
And adults.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you can't deal with your own morality, but I would like to pick up some fast food and then very quickly go home.
I don't think you're being unreasonable.
I'm not being unreasonable here. I am not the one who is being unreasonable.
I'm not the one who's freaking out.
I am being perfectly calm right now. This is the face of serenity and peace.
That's what I'm picking up.
Yeah. All right. I think we're at time, everybody.
Wait, I want to find... That was my audition for the Murder Mystery Company. Am I in, Victoria?
Yeah,
Am I in? When should I expect my call?
I
shan't give you my number. You must earn me.
Also, the way that's how you get into most murder mysteries is you don't audition, you don't give them your resume, just a random person calls you on the phone. That's how it works, right?
Either that or I buy a ticket to the show and I decide I could do better. God,
that's how Cats works.
Wouldn't you love to do that?
You know, one of my favorite things from Kimmy Schmidt.
My favorite joke
Cats.
ever.
The Cats episode.
Oh my God, that was so good.
The best, one of my favorite jokes. Like, I don't know if anyone hasn't seen it, they have a premise where, like, Cats isn't a real musical. You can get in it just by showing up in costume and deciding that you're in it and making up the songs, and then you're in the show.
Which would explain a lot about Cats.
Explains a lot. They're like, do you think Rumtiggle Tumber is a real name? Oh, it's so good. Such a good joke. All right, everyone. I think that we are at time. I'm going to finish up this little fan. Thanks for your helps and suggestions. I think this third one is going to be my best one.
And
third
you can
one's
give the
the
other two
charm.
away as like, oh, I made you this.
Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm going to give them away at my rehearsal tomorrow for 4th of July because it's going to be hot and people are going to need and want fans, and they're going to be like, what? You made these? Oh, yeah, it's pretty clear you made these. But
I have a
That's what
whole
I do
show
with
where
all
I
of
make
my
things.
failed art. Also my coffee grounds. I just hand them to someone. Here you go. I was thinking of you.
thank
Take
you.
care of that, would you?
Makes a good face scrub.
It does actually. It's great for
But
your
not in
garden.
front of me. I don't want to see that.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Post things on the Discord. Bye.
Awkward moment while Cubby looks to find the outro video.
See, it's not as easy as it's hard, right, man? It's hard. It's hard to find those videos.
Oh, it's supposed. Oh,
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Joshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Shoshi.